Greetings, divine beings. It's Tamara with Goddesses Ascending. It is Thursday around 7:40 in Atlantis. So once again, welcome and give thanks for the arrival to this video. And I hope that you guys receive it with an open heart. I'll start off today first by obviously saying today is Thursday. It's a yang masculine energy. It is definitely ruled by Jupiter. It consists of luck, abundance, success. So the color that you would also like to reflect on today would be more of royal blues, which I obviously have mine on, and purples, like royal purples. It is a masculine energy, and so it embraces honor, wealth, desires, professions. So consider that today, and obviously just kind of meditate on the colors today if you can. So Jupiter, masculine energy, royal blues, royal purples. Since today is about abundance, in regards to Jupiter, what I had decided to do was kind of align it with, again, keeping it consistent with the science of mind. And there is a part in here under the law of attraction, and it's about attracting success. And who does not want to attract success? Success is something that every single buddy is looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out of that under attracting success, once again under the title of the law of attraction. So like I said, kind of release all that you knew and be ready to receive and be open. So attracting success, we mean by demonstration bringing into our experience something which we had not experienced before, bringing it in as the result of conscious thought. And unless it is possible to do this, our whole science is a mistake and a delusion. Unless there is a divine principle, universal soul, or subjectivity or medium, which of itself, without any help or assistance, can produce things and will, then there is nothing in this teaching. But there is a divine principle, and what it does for us, it must do through us. Our part in the demonstration is to set the word in motion, thus compelling through the law of subjectivity the result or manifestation. The subjective state of a man's thought decides that is going to happen to him in his objective experience. The subjective state of his thought is the sum total of his thinking and knowing. It is the medium between the relative and the absolute, between the limitless and the conditioned. Whatever is involved in it will evolve. Therefore, when there is no longer anything in our mentality which denies our word, a demonstration will be made. Nothing can stop it, for the law is absolute. Nothing can stop the law. The law is absolute. We should approach the law normally and naturally and with a sense of ease. There is nothing peculiar or weird about it. It is a natural law working in a normal way and must be thought of in this light. We should come to consider the law and the spirit as friends and think of them as such. Nurture them, think of them as your friends. What would you do when you have your friends? You check up on them, you're constantly nurturing them. This is the natural unfold. Let me start back. We should come and consider the law and the spirit as friends and think of them as such. In this way we shall gradually go from good to more good, and from peace to greater peace. This is the natural unfoldment of reality through man. We should expect the best, and so live that the best may become a part of our experience. So, suppose one wishes more activity in his business, more success. Every day he should see his place filled with people. This is very important if you are trying to obviously draw success into your life, is already feel yourself in it. Like, let me give an example, like for those that are interested in getting a vehicle or a car. our senses are very powerful, and when our senses are used to create and manifest things in our lives, like I said in my other video, it just moves faster and it starts to form faster. So if you, for an example, would like to get a car, what you would like to do is go to the dealership, test drive it, talk to the person, smell what the car, get that smell and that fragrance from the new vehicle. Like I said, test drive it. Know that it's yours. And then the universe will have no other choice but to give you what it is that you want. And so that's the power of creating your success, is already visualizing and seeing yourself in it. Feel it, hear it, smell it. Use the senses for that. That's what the senses are for. So it says, suppose one wishes more activity in his business, more success. Every day he should see his place filled with people, see them looking at and finding pleasure in his merchandise. And this is so important as well. In everything that you do, see divine love and happiness throughout it. Place no doubt, place no mental picture of there being unhappiness. Just picture everything through divine love and seeing everybody happy and seeing full of success. Because as soon as you put that doubt in there, that attachment is going to come with the reality. And that attachment is going to come with that manifestation. So always see the good in that. So every day he should see the place filled with people, see them looking at and finding pleasure in his merchandise, see them comparing prices and realizing that he is offering good values, see them delighted with the service he is giving, see them cheerful, beaming, expansive as they enjoy the atmosphere of his place, see the uplift which the spirit of his goodwill gives them. Make a mental picture of it all. We are dealing with intelligence, and we should recognize the power we are working with, realizing our oneness with it. And then we should ask for what we wish and take it. The power in asking. Ask and take it. Ask and claim it. Claim it as it being yours. If we were treating our activity in a store we owned in Boston, we would not be treating someone in Kalamazoo for the mumps and expect that the store would demonstrate more success. We must be specific in what we do. This is so crucial. I was in a conversation with someone, and they were just obviously tapping in, and relationship-wise, I had told them that you've got to be specific for what it is that you want and when you're asking. So it was kind of a funny conversation because she had placed certain things in her asking, but wasn't too specific. So she received some of this and ended up getting another part of it that she wasn't specific on. So, but it's still, what's beautiful though is that you can see your manifestations coming towards you, and you have the power to transition and transform them and be like, okay, I got this aspect of it. Now I realize that I needed to be more detailed to get this aspect of it in order for it to create what it is that I truly desire. And it's okay. Realize that change is going to happen, and it's okay to create that thing and then let it loose. And then bring it back and see what you created and let it loose and keep building on it. So be specific. Like it says in caps, we must be specific in what we do, while at the same time never outlining how it shall be done. Never question where it's coming from, the source. Do not question the source. That is very important. Be specific in what we do and what we want, but don't question where it's coming from. Because then you'll definitely miss out, because you're trying to be too specific and detailed in the source and not too specific in the creation in itself. So we must be specific in what we do, while at the same time never outlining how it shall be done. Remember, we are dealing with intelligence. It is going to evolve our concept exactly as we involve it. If one could take a picture of his objective circumstance and a picture of his subjective mentality, we would find them to be identical, for one is the cause of the other. One is the image and the other is the reflection of that image. So our success in business, the activity which we generate through the operation of the law, depends on our ability to conceive. At all times, we are either drawing things to us or pushing them away. In the average individual, this process goes on without his knowing it, but ignorance of the law does not change the result. What? Someone will say, do you think that I thought failure or wanted to fail? Of course not. Perhaps you thought that failure might come. Maybe you even feared it would come, or in some other way gave it entrance into your mind. Whatever goes into your mind must manifest itself through the physical. So even just that doubt for a minute of, am I going to fail? And I will cancel that for myself immediately, will be brought into your reality. Even though that may not have been something that you desire. It was the thought. Everything starts with your thought. So we live in mind, and it can return to us only that we think into it. Exactly what I was just mentioning. No matter what we do, law will always obtain. If we are thinking of ourselves as poor and needy, then mind has no choice but to return that we have thought into it. It is done unto you as you believe. Thoughts of failure, limitation, or poverty are negative and must be counted out in our lives for all time. God has given us a power, and we must use it. We can do more toward saving the world by proving this law than all the charity has ever given to it. Remember that. We can do more toward saving the world by proving this law than all that charity has ever given to it. So remember, God is the silent power behind all things, always ready to pour into our experience that which we need. We must have a receptive and positive faith in the evidence of things not seen. Faith, 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 faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Sometimes we fail to trust and honor our divineness because we are so caught up in wanting the seen. We want to be able to touch and feel to know that it's real. But the power truly is within the unseen. That's where the creation starts. So remember, God is the silent power behind all things, always ready to pour into our experience that which we need. We must have a receptive and positive faith in evidence of things not seen with the physical eye, but which are eternal in the heavens. All is mind, and we must provide a receptive avenue for it, as it passes out through us into the outer expressions of our affairs. If we allow the world's opinion to control our thinking, then that will be our demonstration. So once again, if we allow the world's opinion to control our thinking, this could be anywhere from world, jobs, people, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. They too are part of the world, and they too will give their opinions. So be careful to not allow them to control your thinking, because then in return, that's going to be your demonstration. If, on the other hand, we rise superior to the world, we shall create a new pattern. It is quite necessary, then, that the successful businessman should keep his mind on thoughts of happiness, which produces cheerfulness instead of depression. We should radiate joy and should be filled with faith, hope, and expectancy. These cheerful, hopeful attitudes of mind are indispensable to the one who really wants to do things in life. Declare your freedom. Know that no matter what others say, think, or do, you are a success now, in this moment. And I really don't like to use now because I feel like now already kind of puts it in to the past. So I, for myself, would like to change that to this moment. It is definitely, he should radiate joy and should be filled with faith, hope, and expectancy. These cheerful, hopeful attitudes of mind are indispensable to the one who really wants to do things in life. Declare your freedom. Know that no matter what others say, think, or do, you are a success in this moment, and nothing can hinder you from accomplishing your good. All the power of the universe is with you. Feel it, know it, and then act as though it were true. Know that it's true. Begin to blot out one by one all false beliefs. That's why I said at the beginning of this video, let go of all of what you thought you knew and things that you know, and receive the divine truth. Begin to blot out one by one all false beliefs, all ideas that man is limited, poor, and miserable. You're not. You're a divine, wealthy, and have abundance, and lack absolutely nothing. Refuse to think of failure or to doubt your own power. See only what you wish to experience and look at nothing else. Look at nothing else. Just experience, see things. I see a lot of things placed on Facebook. That becomes your reality. You're putting that into the universe. So when you're putting photos of this, or you have yourself associated with a certain type of mind frame, and you associate yourself with a lot of negativity or things that you hear on the news, that is going to be your reality, and you're going to experience that. You're already experiencing it in your world. So if you want to change that, just keep focusing on the power of love, the power of positiveness, the power of lack of nothing. So just keep that in mind. So it says, see only what you wish to experience and look at nothing else. We are relieved of all thought of clinging to anybody or anything. Cannot the great principle of life create for us all that we need? The universe is inexhaustible. It is limitless, knows no bounds, and has no confines. The only confines and bounds that we place is within ourselves. So be cautious with that. We are not depending on a reed shaken by the wind, but on the principle of life itself. For all that we have or ever shall need, it is not some power or great power, it is all power. Put no limits on it. It's all power. All we have to do is to believe, never wavering. Go with the flow. Don't waver back and forth. Don't let the ocean pull you back and forth. Go with it. Go with the tide. As we do this, we shall find that things are steadily coming our way, and that they are coming without that awful effort which destroys the peace of mind of the majority of the race. We know that there can be no failures in God's mind, and this mind is the power on which we are depending. So, like I said, this was from The Science of Mind under the Law of Attraction and Attracting Success. So, what it's stating, that if you want success in your life, is to already see yourself in it. So if you are currently, like, let me give you an example from what I'm currently creating within my life at the moment. I work a 9 to 5 during the day. This energy has been pulling me to exit. And I recently this is my experience, I recently almost got laid off, as a matter of fact, probably about a week and a half ago. But I've been working on and seeing myself in my business, visualizing it, feeling it. But at the same time, I know that I'm ready, but at the same time, to be able to just let that go at the moment was not what I needed at this moment. So when they came to me and told me that they were going to lay me off, I humbled myself and I said, okay. And, I gave them thanks and praises, and I went back to my desk, and I said, if this is the will, so shall it be. But at the same time, I knew in the back of my head that I was not at this moment ready to release that. So the end of the day, that same day, the end of the day, she ended up calling me into her office and saying that they had ended up talking about it and changed their mind and felt that it wasn't the best decision that they were going to make, because they were able to contemplate and speak on it. And so I'm still there. But at the same time, they are entities that I've created. I've created these entities. I am telling them what to do. You tell everybody in your cipher what to do when you need to get to certain places. And that's the power of your creation. So, like I said, I was not so-called ready to completely let that go at the moment, because I'm preparing for something else greater on the other side. So they came back, and I'm still there. So, like I said, you control your situation. You tell them what you want them to do. Remember, these are entities. It's all an illusion. You're just here to experience. And so take everything in humbleness. Take everything in with divine love. Take everything as this is your experience. And so why be fearful? There's nothing to be fearful of. If you want to be successful and you really have that within yourself to do so, be successful. Know that you're already successful, and then visualize yourself being in it. So another thing that's good to have too is a vision board. I'm not too sure if any of you have a vision board. I have one, and so all the things that I would like to see myself or where I am already is on that vision board, and that's something that I always meditate on and I look at, and I have a picture on my phone of it, look at it when I'm at work, have it mentally visualize it. So, you know, it's important. So success, if you want to open up your business, do it. If you feel it, do it, know it, be confident in it, and most important, faith. Faith is a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Number one tool, one of the number one tools for success is having faith, and doing everything with love, and have no doubt. So once again, I want to give thanks for you guys listening. I knew that this was something that probably everybody has and would love to accomplish, is having success in their life, in all aspects and in all areas. But for those specifically, we all have a creative side to us, and we all have our strengths, and sometimes we feel that we are too consumed and that we have to be tied down and consumed with the thoughts of we have to have this 9 to 5 job because we know that we have this paycheck that's steadily coming in. Don't attach yourself to that illusion. It's not true. So start preparing. See what it is that you love, you know, and start creating that, and start working for yourself, because you have the power to do it. The only thing that is hindering you is, again, your thoughts. So I love you all. Give thanks for listening. I have my Ganesh here, remover of obstacles. So just always remember that whenever you feel that there is some type of obstacle in your way, you can call on Ganesh, say a mantra, and you know that he is the remover of all things. So namaste, and I will see you all on the other side when time permits. Peace and blessings.